If you are interested in starting your own podcast, we use Buzzsprout because it is simple and easy to use. Buzzsprout can get your show listed on every major platform while giving you the resources for a great podcast website, audio players that can drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening to your podcast, and tools to promote your episodes. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and that is why over 100,000 podcasters are already subscribed to Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Following the link in our episode descriptions lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you. So in return, you will receive a $20 Amazon gift card from Buzzsprout while signing up for a paid plan. Most importantly, every subscription through our link is always appreciated and helps support our show so we can continue delivering the quality content that you guys listen to. That being said, back to the show.
Hello, and welcome to Comic Book Junkies. This is Burger.
And Captain Dingaling.
Yeah, King Dingling even. And this is the second installment of the Friday Night Hang. Joe's been hanging out all fucking day, apparently. Dude woke up feeling like a plank. Dude's over here like Groot.
Pretty accurate. Pretty stiff.
Just like his socks. But if you're new here, welcome. Christmas in July is fast approaching. If it's old hat to you, we haven't talked about it at all, but you're probably already aware. So yeah, we're behind the ball this year. We literally only have a month, whereas we bought the book like a month ago already, and then we're just like Beavis and Butthead being like, oh, guess what I got? But we won't have time for that this time. Brother in Arms Juan is not available for the pod, but he is partaking in the event as he did last year. We're not doubling down and getting two books for each person, or two books a piece. We're each just gonna kind of do Secret Santa style, but the secret out in the open. So we're just gonna know who gets who, and then get each other one book with a better budget, kind of like the old school when it was just mano y mano.
To be honest, I'll be a little hurt if I don't draw your name because this would be the first year I haven't gotten you anything for Christmas in July.
Oh, damn, that's crazy and soft tip. I'm hoping
I've had
it's
all day
you.
to think about that.
Yeah, you're just staring at the ceiling being like, oh man, it's gonna be a hole in my heart. Twiddling his thumbs.
Got my candle lit, you feel me?
Oh shit, gotta set the mood.
Yeah.
Gotta mask them farts.
And tears.
Farts and tears. It's gonna smell like onions in there. But
all this patty melt I've been eating.
They call me Patrick Melt, but oh yeah, I'm also in new alias.
No,
I'm no sponge. But Drew Peacock.
What? Just because you said it a second time doesn't mean it makes more sense.
It does make more sense. Drew Peacock. If you say it fast. Gonna start like checking in at hotels and like restaurants as Drew Peacock. And if someone says it quick, it's gonna sound silly, but I digress.
Pull a real silly once a year on someone.
Yeah, every once in a great while, but they're gonna not see it coming. But I digress. That's the fun of the Friday Night Hang. Welcome in. But back to what I was saying. So we're doing this old fashioned. I was sitting out in my garage trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the names because we're gonna do, one book a piece this year. And I tried doing like some Secret Santa generator, and then it asked for my email, and I was just like, what do you need that for? I just need to get the names. I need the matchup. They're gonna sell my information to China, and I'm not trying to do that over Secret Santa, dog. I'm just trying to do it old fashioned, same way we do fantasy drafts.
Dude, just do it for the gang.
I have a winter hat, and I have 3 equally sized and shaped pieces of paper. You and I are gonna lock eyes, and I'm gonna put my little hand in there and freaking figure this out.
That's crazy.
But what we're going to do here is, I think the best way to do it is first, I'm going to go in there with all 3 names, and we're going to pick who gets like first dibs, who's going to get the first drawing. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. All 3 deposited in the deep hat, swishing around. I'm not even looking at it. And what do we got here? Joe.
Wow.
All right. So you're first up. So we're going to see who you're getting. I'm going to put this in our notes here so I don't forget because I can and I will. All right. First up, are you getting me or Juan? You are getting me.
Wow.
Wow.
The tradition holds strong. I've gotten you something for almost the past decade, if not the past decade.
Oh, sick. All right. So now, since I was just pulled, I'm going to go next. And we're going to put your name into the hat. And we're going to see who I get. Oh, Lord, who it going to be? I've got Joe.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Wait, That can't happen.
Wands without a gift.
Juan has to buy himself a book and show up. So that means I get Juan and he gets me.
If I got you, that would mean that you would have to get,
Juan. He
yeah, that
gets
has
you.
to
He gets you.
get
He gets
me. He
you.
gets me. Yep. So it has to be that way.
Wow.
It's gonna
Juan
have to go
gets.
off the first pull. So Juan's gonna get me, and you're gonna get Juan.
And I didn't think that through at all when I pulled that. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. Well, that's crazy because I'll be honest, I was very dubious of getting Juan just because I'm most unfamiliar with his large and expansive collection of like really high-end things and like a bunch of stuff that he doesn't know he has. And like, it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So I am gonna kind of be running ideas by you this time.
Well, I
So
guess
you're gonna
that was
have
the
to,
point, right?
yeah. If we kept it in the dark, it'd be really tough for whoever would have got one. Because we need to lean on each other to figure that out.
I know you might just be getting him his fifth copy of a certain book.
Yeah, I want to get him something new and I want to get him something cool, but it's hard for me to know if he has that, even though I've sorted through some of those books. It's just like I haven't seen him enough to retain like a sponge.
All right, Patrick.
Call back. Well, that's fun. I'm excited about that. That means we've got about a month here to knock it out, plus shipping time. I think maybe I'm gonna go to the comic book shop tomorrow and go see what we got in person here.
Oh, that's
And
what's up.
yeah, I've got a few more tickets I want to enter in a raffle. So I've got three right now, but I'd like to drop in like a second layer, probably more than three this time, because they're pulling a Harley Quinn raffle while I'm on vacacion. So I'd like to see if I could win a Harley Quinn for the equivalent of $20 in raffle tickets or something.
That's fun. I don't think I've ever done a comic raffle before.
They did one with the Venom prior, and like I thought that was cool, but I already got one. So like I don't want to waste money gambling on something that I don't need. But I need a Harley Quinn. So like if this is my chance to flukily win one, God willing. But I bet you they're gonna make fat dough off of that, just off of lotto tickets. I think they're $2 a piece. But think about how many of those they're gonna sell. It's gonna probably be more than the book's actually worth. They might make a killing.
Yeah, I hope they do. Got to support your LCS.
Good
Speaking of
form.
which, I only had one topic really that I wanted to bring up for the pod because my wife made me think of it. So she started collecting vinyl
Cool.
and she's having a hard time figuring out like what's the original print. How
The
do you
barcode.
grade these things, so to speak? Like, is it too beat up to actually purchase for that price? And it kind of reminded me of our hobby. Like, is it ever worth it to get a different cover, a second print? Is it like, at what point is the grade too bad to pick up the book? Like, I guess, like, where do people really start? Because there's so much to it.
Well, my cutoff personally is complete, attached. That's really it.
But you wouldn't do that on like a modern book.
No, I mean obviously it goes with age. I mean hell, you get like you get two spine ticks on a modern book, and sometimes it's like, meh.
That's what I mean. Like, obviously, everybody who listens to the pod already knows that we don't care for actual grading. Like, we'll break a book out as soon as we purchase it. But I guess like grading is still important to kind of know. Like, is the book still worth buying if it's got like a stamp on it? Just stuff
Depends.
like that. Exactly. So it's just like grading is important as far as just like the eye test. That's kind of how
Yeah,
I would define it. Like
yeah.
visually, is this acceptable?
The thing is too is like the grading is really just like what there's probably like three schmoes in a room down in Florida handling our books, and it's just their subjective opinion. It's like what qualifies you other than you've sat in that room and done it for a long time? Like how does that mean you're good though? Like it's just like another guy's opinion.
Right. Like the
You're
literal grading's not important, but I guess like knowing if a
rough
book
grade.
is, yeah, in good condition for what you're getting is important,
Well, that's everything. Like jazz is like that with like bowls and shit. Like up at the antique store, if it's got like a too much of a chip or it's got this or that, it's just like, oh, I'm not gonna get that one. Yeah, I mean that's just anything, worst condition. But yeah, cutoffs vary. But I mean, like even like when it comes to like the manga I have, like I don't even know what I would grade that stuff or like, you know what I mean? Because it's not one to one from comics. It's like a phone book, so it holds up different, and it doesn't have the same staples and stuff like that. Like the way it's bound, it's just so I don't know. It's really hard to. There's no like one rule across
Yeah.
all
Now,
things. It's all
the good thing about our hobby is very seldom is it hard not to figure out what cover you're looking at. Because like when we're looking at vinyls, like they all look the same until you actually take it
Right.
out and like look at the actual vinyl itself or like the packaging within like the casing or whatever. But with comics, like you can tell pretty quick if it's cover A and if it's first print.
Yeah.
Very seldom are there books that are like very identical to the first print and cover A. Same thing with like stamps and stuff like that. Like most books, you don't have to look for like this like secret pinup or something like in the middle of it. It's only like select books that have like a Marvel value stamp or like some kind of centerfold that you need to like make
Tattoos.
sure. Yeah, exactly. It's not very often.
Yeah, thankfully. I mean, trying to get stuff with all that's just an extra pain in the ass. It's just like there's always the like I don't want it. The tattoos are missing. Like it's like no. Even if it's a good deal, it's just like why? I'm gonna get rid of it eventually. I don't know, but everyone has their own threshold because some people don't care too much about restoration, depending on what it is. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've been a little bit more strict in my rules, but at the same time, I still buy low grade stuff. And like, there's even been books where I find out after the fact that like, oh, even though I was assured that both staples were attached, at the bottom staple is not attached to the cover, and I'm like, what the hell? But then at the same time, I was like, I did get a good enough deal where if this guy gives me a partial refund, I'll kind of just keep it, which is what I did with my Silver Age Penguin. Because like after refund, it was like $130, and it's like I mean, it's still attached to the book, so I guess I'm getting a little bit lenient there, but I don't like it just because that's risky, and I want to hold myself to a standard of two attached staples, attached centerfold, all that. But I guess there is like a little bit of leniency if I want the book bad enough, if it is attached at one staple, or if it's like a low grade gamble where you're not getting good answers from the seller. But none too often. I try to avoid it, but I don't know.
Yeah, and is there a certain price point where you'll ask to open up and look at the inside of the book before purchasing it?
I'll look at anything, dog. I mean, if it's like under double digits, I won't ask. I'll just be like, who gives a shit? But I've asked on like $15 books. Like there was like Silver Age Journey into Mystery. I was like, well, one, it's $15 and it's not high grade at all. It's not like too low grade to not buy. But just looking at it, you're like, I don't know, maybe there's something up with one of the staples because of how it like scrunches or something like that. But I'm like, it's good enough to buy if it's attached. So I'm like, straight up, can I look at this? I know it's like $15, but like I need to know. I'm not gonna waste my money. And then there it is. It's attached. I'm like, oh, that's better than I thought it was. So then I feel really good about my purchase. So, I mean, I also only do that at my LCS because I know it's no biggie. They trust me. And it's a really quick thing to do. I don't know if I'd go into like someone else's comic shop, like their LCS that I don't frequent often and be like asking that low. I guess I'd probably move it up to like $50 and up at least. Cause like if I'm spending that much, that's decent. So it's like, lower at my LCS, maybe a little bit higher, but not that high anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I've only ever been wrong like once or twice. Like you can look at the sides and determine if the staples are usually attached. I
Yeah,
have brought home some clean books and then you open it up and it's detached for some reason, but the rest of the book's clean and you're like,
yeah.
how? You
Stuff
know?
like that does happen. So that's why I just now I'm so on it. It's a first, like any book on eBay, first two questions, is it complete and attached to the covers at both staples? Thank you. Every single time.
Right.
And then like yeah, at the shop too, if it's not glaringly obvious that it's attached and there's any doubt in my mind, I'm not afraid to ask. I think it's the best practice.
Yeah, I think anything over $50 is fine to ask. And then
Yeah,
anything below 50, you just be a good judge. Does it look beat up?
not me. I'll ask. I'll give it down.
Yeah, I mean, I have asked, but like, let's say you're bringing like $10 books to the counter.
Yeah, I
You're
don't mean
not
I
gonna
don't like
open
to
up
make
all
it a
10.
habit, but no, I'm also
Yeah.
not going to open up all 10. I'm just going to do the ones that are the lowest and the highest question. Like I took like a stack of like 6 or 7 books that instance, and I think I might have asked on 1 or 2 books. Like I was just going to be like, looks low grade, but looks fine. I'll buy it. But speaking of LCSs, I had something for you. How do you feel? Like, have they done it to you? One, and then how do you feel if they have? When they just kind of slip stuff in your pull, they don't ever tell you or ask, and like you just go to pick up your pull, and there's just like something extra sitting in it. It's just like, what? Did you think I'd like that? Why didn't you take me out to dinner first before you start making assumptions? Like, you don't even know what I like, bro. Leave me alone. Don't fucking put like $6 in your own pocket. Like, these things are way too expensive for you to just be making suggestions. Like, it's not, if the volume ends, that's on me to re up and resubscribe. I didn't ask to be added to Superman Unlimited, and I didn't ask to be added to some new EC blood count or whatever the hell it's called. I'm like, no, just because Epitaphs from the Abyss is ending and Superman's got a new series. series doesn't mean that I sign up for that. So if they pull it for me, it's all online now. I'm gonna email them and be like, take that off because like I pay online and I go pick it up every month and a half, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like I don't want that. Now you're making me email you to tell you to get it out of there because I ain't paying for it if you do that. I'll straight up, I'm so stubborn. I'll close my pull if they don't take it out. Be like, I'll just go to my actual LCS that's local, or I'll order them, or I'll just straight up not read them because I wouldn't be missing that much. So like I will win.
Well, now that we
Has that
know how
happened to
you
you?
feel about it. Yeah, no, I actually have the opposite opinion. I think it's only rude when it's just like titles that are so offbeat from what you collect. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like I used to, my very first pull ever, there was this guy and he knew I collected Batman stuff. And anytime there was like a key issue for Batman that was coming out, he would just throw it in my pull and like no expectation to purchase it. It was just kind of, he was looking out because I was a regular there. And then I had the same thing at one other spot too. So when comic stores throw something extra in there, it's very far and few between. And if they do, it's usually on brand with what I collect. And half the time I'll say, well, yeah, just add it. And the other half of the time I'll be like, no, I didn't want to collect this intentionally. And nobody's ever like upset that you didn't buy it because you didn't specifically put it on your pull. You know what I mean? I do think that they have to profit. And if part of it's like upselling and making recommendations, that's fine as long as there's no obligation to purchase it. It's just like, hey, if you like this stuff, maybe you might like this.
But
I'm cool
there's
with
no
that.
question and there's no discussion. It's just it's added to the series that I'm going to be adding. So it's just signing me up for a series. Like if I didn't go on there and check, I would probably get issue 2 as well and 3 pulled for me. And it's just like, don't sign me up for that. If you want to slide it in my bag after and like as a suggestion when I pick up my pull, that's different. But to just go into my account, on the back end and like assign a series to me, that pisses me off.
Yeah, I guess I've never had it where a shop threw something in my pull and I never like noticed to the point where I was like multiple issues deep before I was just like, hey, you need to cut this out.
Well, no, but I'm saying they bill me online. So I'm gonna get charged for the book that they added to me. And I either have to reach out to them to not, or I have to,
See,
especially because
that's situation's so different than mine because I've never had a pull where like you have to like pay ahead of time.
they give you like a couple weeks or whatever. Because I don't go, mine's like a half hour away. I don't go out there all the time.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, I've always just like gone to the store every 2 to 3 weeks, seen what was in my pull. Everything either looks good or yeah, I wanted everything except for this one book, and then just cash out there.
But they start charging after a little while now. But you could do it from online, which is fine, except when they add shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be a little different just because I've never had a pull set up that way.
Interesting. Well, I just wanted to get your. I mean, does
Yeah,
that
I
not
mean,
make sense though? It's
I,
just like,
that's a little different than what I'm talking about.
yeah, like it's more like the old school comics where they just slip one in your pull, and then when you pick up your books, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I didn't ask for that. But like, no, now that everything's so online and like they want payment after so long, which I understand because people will like abandon their pull, but it's like I've been going there over a decade. I clearly am consistent, but it's just like I don't even care about the new comic game. It's just like why do you want me to have to send you an email to go undo something you shouldn't have done? Like, how about you just ask first instead of just assuming I want to read Superman Unlimited because I read Superman and like World's Finest. It's like, fuck you, dude. And one of the books on there, I mean, their prices seem to always be wrong on there, but it's like I swear it said like 8.99. I was like, if you just sign someone up for an 8.99 issue, you're a terrorist.
Dang.
Dude, $9 nowadays just thrown in on top of like the other $5 books a piece that I'm buying that are all mid except for G.I. Joe and Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's like, bro, we're not playing this game. Like, I'm not giving you an extra $10 for what? You're lucky I'm giving you the like 40 I do. Make the books better. I know you can't do that, but like books are gonna be mid like they have been. Like, I'm not gonna buy more of them. Sorry. Oh, speaking of which, though, I did see in like one of the comic book groups, someone was asking like, "Oh, how big is your pull?" I saw people saying like 25 books. I'm like, what the hell could you possibly be reading that justifies spending the like hundred something bucks, hundreds of dollars every month on like a bunch of baloney, dude, that's worth $1 after you read it and it wasn't even good. It's like, ugh. Like, what are you up to? I mean, I'm curious. Like, I mean, I guess I'm hating, but like, I don't mean to. I just couldn't imagine because like I have like a 6 book pull and I'm like, I need to cut down because this shit's not that good. I'm really only jazzed, like actually want to read like G.I. Joe and Absolute Martian Manhunter. World's Finest is still good, but it's just like it's fine. And Superman was better and now it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I want to read and keep up with the characters and shit like that, but oh my God. But like what are you reading? Every X-Men title?
Bro, I don't know. It creeps up on you quick. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but like when you actually get down to it, I'm collecting like Absolute Martian Manhunter. I'm collecting Batman, Batman, Superman's World's Finest, Batman and Robin Year One, Batman Long Halloween, Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, Epitaph from the Abyss, G.I. Joe, Immortal Thor, Justice League Unlimited, Superman, Transformers, Unlimited or Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine. Like that's got to be
Wow.
like what, like 15 or something like that.
It's like a
Like,
dozen at least.
yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, I don't know how. Good for you though, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not proud of it because like financially it doesn't make sense, but like I don't know. I
No, it
guess
doesn't.
I I just like comic books, man. I try
I,
to take
I just like
flyers
collecting them at
on
this point.
something that might be an okay read, and if it's not, I'll just sell it back for some store credit or something, you know.
It's just such a hassle though. It takes up space and it's not even that sweet. It's like just it's so whatever nowadays. I go through this though. I feel like if you listen to the pod like a couple years back even I was saying the same thing. I was like, man, everything blows. But it like I said then and I'll say now it's cyclical. Sometimes good stuff comes out and then the rest of it's whatever. But I don't know. Not feeling too rocked up about it. Just
Get hard, brother.
just kind of whatever. Well, here's one. I'm going to be going on a vacation soon, and we're going to be doing a little trip before too long, which is going to be sick. But here's a question I thought of. Do you think you'd ever do like a comic-based travel? Not like you go to a comic book store on your vacation, but like you go on vacation to visit something comic related.
We
Like,
did that.
I mean, something else. Like, obviously, yeah, we went to Comic-Con, no shit. I'm talking like, would you go to Metropolis, Illinois, or would you visit the Cincinnati Union Terminal, which is like what the Hall of Justice was based on? Like, would you ever travel to somewhere to go be like, wow, that's what it looked like in the cartoon?
I would do it once.
Which one would you rather go to? Would you rather see the Hall of Justice in Cincinnati, or would you rather go to Metropolis, Illinois, where there's literally just a Superman statue and like
M-
maybe a little museum?
Metropolis.
Dude, it's actually I looked into it and it's like actually at like the southern part. It's like by Missouri. Looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's like a big old Superman statue and then there's like a little like town square and then there's like a Superman like museum type thing. It's so weird. Have you
I'd
looked
go to
into
a
it?
no, but I'd go to a Superman museum.
Let's take a road trip. Let's get Juan involved.
I kind of was sad because CherryCon just happened and we had
Sure
such a
did.
good time last year. And I was
Yeah.
like, dang, if not that, the boys should have got together to do something cool and comic related.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still time. I mean, there Knights of Columbus Con. I mean, there is Motor City again, but I'm kind of over that. I kind of don't even want to go ever
The
again,
thing
really.
is, I just don't want to spend most of my money on travel when the books are so expensive. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? To like see books that I could see on eBay.
the Knights Con.
Exactly. So it's hard to justify spending a lot of money because it's already like a money hobby per se, but it's good to get out there and experience everything once.
Some people really like the experience. Some like it too much. See some pictures on the IG. Some people enjoy it too much. Those who know know.
Yeah. They enjoy it so
Perverts.
much they take it to their hotel room.
Fursuit and all. Just say put it in the trunk. Fucking weirdos. But anywho, those of you who were there, I hope you had fun. I bet you did. Shoot. Friggin' drove up there on one of those things that Mr. Garrison drove in that one of his the like bike. What are those even called? Who cares? But we're getting down to it. The hang session is coming to an end. Isn't that crazy? I had one other topic that was like really dumb.
Just say it.
Would you rather at a Comic-Con get a signature or would you rather get a commission sketch?
Probably a commission sketch.
The thing is, I wouldn't know where to put it, and it just goes sit like face down somewhere.
Well, you could get like a blank cover.
Plus, everyone draws like Adventure Time nowadays, and I don't want none of that fucking frou-frou shit in my fucking house.
Well, you would have to go to an artist that you actually
That's
like.
what Artist Alley is, dog. All the cool people are dead.
Okay.
Tell me who's not. Last time I
Capullo.
went to an artist, I did get a signature.
I think Capullo's a good
Capullo.
artist. Yeah, sure. Is that
Yeah, he's
crazy?
fine. No, it's not crazy. It's just, I don't
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd
know.
pay a bunch of money for it, but like a Jim Lee would be
You'd
cool.
have to. What would you get? What would you ask for? Oh, his would cost a ton. But like, what are you gonna get?
I'd have to think. I can't just say on the fly. I'd have to think about that one.
Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. That's what you would get.
What?
Doing the Spider-Man kiss. Frame it.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah,
You could
that'd
put
be
it
pretty
behind you
cool.
there next to the picture of you and Tom Welling.
Make some wallet cutouts.
That'd be cool. Turn
Yeah.
it into a fat head. Put it on your wall. But cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
you're,
what I
you're
would
telling
do.
me there's no good artists.
I'm not saying there's no good artists. It's just like none that I would want to pay like the arm and a dick it would cost to get their stuff, you know. Jim Lee's gonna cost like a thou at least, I bet. That dude's he's cutting them for no he's commissioned for nobody.
Hey, I
Um
would pay money for an Alex Ross.
oh well that's fair. But
See,
that's gonna be expensive too.
no, that's worth paying for though.
What are you gonna get? How often are you gonna look at it?
I'd get a Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Doing what?
Clinging to something.
Whoa.
Like
Cool.
side of a building or something.
How much you pay for that?
How would I pay for that? Don't worry about it. I'd pay for
I said, how much?
that.
Whoa, you got something to hide? Don't worry about it. It's coming home
Yeah,
with me.
I make my money.
Okay, cool. But there you have it, folks. That's
Yeah.
Friday night. It's Friday night. It's what guys do.
Hey, what would you give by Alex Ross?
Dude, I don't know. I'm so stingy. I ain't buying shit.
Okay, so
I
you
look
get
at
the
pictures of it
signature.
on the internet. No, signatures blow.
Okay,
I,
so there's no right answer.
not for me. It's all a
If you
trap,
pick the
dude.
art, it's like artists suck. If you pick the signature, signatures blow.
Well, signatures
What?
do blow. If I ever got a signature again, it's never going on the front cover. Mark my words. It's going on the first page.
Okay. Somebody got hurt in the past.
No, I did meet Neil Adams. That was cool. That's actually the only time I really got anything signed. Oh, and when I did get a sketch, I got it from Ryan Stegman. He was fucking lame, dude. He was at my LCS. He kind of pissed me off. He was such a, I don't know, dude. He's being a Muppet.
Dude,
But
well, he just wants to sign anything, bro.
yeah, I don't know. He drew me like a Spider-Man when he had like fucking, I don't know, looked like he was from the children's hospital. It was just a head too. It was crazy.
Maybe he thought you escaped the children's hospital.
I don't know. He's like, what do you want? I was just like, something cool. And he's like, no, tell me. I'm like, okay, guy, fucking Spider-Man. Who gives a fuck? It's like, make this at least like kind of cool, dude. Like, if I say just something cool, just pick something retarded. I don't care. Like, I'd be more happy with that than like the fucking generic Spider-Man you're gonna crap out for me, dude. I got rid of that thing. I think I sold it. I don't know who wanted it, but I gave it away. But that being said, I gotta wrap this up before I go on a tirade. CBJ Pod on Instagram, CBJ Podcast on Facebook, Comic Book Junkies on YouTube, Comic Book Junkies on the podcast you're listening to. If someone doesn't know about us, it's your mission to go find them and make sure they don't forget it. You could use whatever tactics you have to. I won't ask if you don't tell. So, 5-star reviews, those are great. 4 stars are okay, but everyone wants 5, so just give us 5. It's not gonna cost you anything to give us the extra star, man. I mean, what is not 5-star about this? I'm demanding it right now. Just kidding. Give us what you want, what you feel. And then write a review too. Let them know what they're missing. Give everyone a reason to listen to the podcast because we're just OGs just sitting in the dark. We stink like a fart. And we're just those who don't know, but you know, so make sure other people know. And yeah, that's my sign off. What's up, Joe?
No, all that was good.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah.
100% every word.
Cosign.
Cosign. Yeah, 5 stars are get lost. Just kidding, but we appreciate all y'all out there. We gave shouts out last time, but for the rest of you who made it this far, shouts out to y'all.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I don't care what the comments say as long as you guys know how to rate us. That's important.
Facts. You know what it is.
All right, gang. We out.
Later.